Welcome to Lifestyle Cafe.
Favorite show.
Keeping it real on Lifestyle Cafe.
Lifestyle Cafe.
I adore Lifestyle Cafe.
The best show, Lifestyle Cafe.
Where you get tips and everything that happens around the globe.
Lifestyle Cafe, guys.
The best of the best.
Lifestyle Cafe.
Coming on your screen again on this beautiful day wasn't really easy because I had to wade through traffic, like quite literally. And you know, Lagos traffic is no child's play at all. My name is Ijo. You're welcome live and direct to Lifestyle Cafe, your one program for entertaining gist. My name is Ijo again, and I have, as usual, our co-presenters. I'd like them to do the intro themselves. So, to my left-hand side.
Hey guys, it's Adiolua here on Lifestyle Cafe.
Right. And of course, Blessing is also here. Blessing,
Yes.
how are you doing?
I'm very well. It's Blessing here in Lifestyle Cafe.
Let's be realistic. How many of you encounter traffic at some point when coming to work? I'll give you my experience. So I was on Uber, right? But I realized that I couldn't make it very early, so I had to go on bike. And this is the story of every Nigerian who maybe goes to work, goes to school, goes to church. We all have this traffic problem as a constant in our lives. So have you experienced any? How was coming to the studio today?
Yes,
was it an easy one?
you know, yes, of course, it wasn't an easy one because I feel like Lagos is known for that thing, traffic. If you don't encounter traffic on your way to somewhere in Lagos, that means you probably, I don't know, maybe you're just God's favorite at that second, because you must always encounter traffic, especially when you're coming from the mainland to the island, or you're going from the island to the mainland. Oh my goodness, you will experience traffic because somehow, some way, you just notice that there's a bus that's not moving,
Right,
or there's a particular
And sometimes
pothole
it
that's
be a
not
small pothole
exactly.
somewhere. And all the cars are going to a halt
Exactly.
and they're slowing down, and it's terrible. Lagos has made it to the top list of countries with the most traffic. You have Mumbai and you have Lagos as well on the other side, and it's just terrible. Another report has shown that an average human, right, spends 2 to 3 years in traffic in the course of a lifetime.
Oh wow,
That is,
Well,
those are
2
many
to
hours.
3 years.
2 to 3 years.
in traffic.
I mean,
You know the
3 hours.
you know the actual mystery behind this. There's never a reason behind.
lifetime.
In
There's
a
never a reason behind
lifetime.
traffic.
Right.
Okay.
No, I think there are many reasons. One of the
Like when you
reasons-
get
Pothole.
like when you get to the point, like the bus
Right.
is gradually moving, and then you get to the end of the road. You don't see the reason why there's traffic.
Okay, so when you're moving on the road and you try to look forward to see what's happening, you
Right.
notice that
don't
most
find
of
the
it,
exact obstacle.
I'm telling you, most times it's just the yellow buses that stop on the road to pick passengers or to drop passengers at the wrong bus stop, therefore making other people to stay behind because they can't move. It's until those ones move, and the keke guys, those ones, and another human beings on their own, because
They like park abruptly. They just stop at every bus stop together to constitute this traffic.
I'm
But
telling
again,
you.
one thing that there are many reasons why we have heavy traffic jam in Nigeria. But one of the reasons I have seen and navigated is the urge for people to drive their own cars. Right? They could just conveniently hop on a bus. and
Yes,
but
yes.
They want, of course, show.
But everybody wants comfort now.
I
Everybody
get it,
wants
but
comfort.
If you look at the greater scale, it's causing more harm than good. Do you think, if you had to recommend to ease traffic out, do you think people should start to hop on buses?
I think, in my
rides
opinion, people
instead?
actually already do that because nobody likes stress.
Yeah.
So they'll park their cars in like filling stations or car parks and then hop on staff buses. A lot of staff buses, people that apply staff buses, they have their private cars, but then they still go on the staff bus.
Yes.
It's just for comfort and ease.
Actually.
And it's mostly like on weekends again when people go out with their private cars. You just have to go with your private
Yes,
cars to
maybe like a
events,
family or
weddings. Yes,
something.
you just need to. And there's a reason you get cars now. You
Right,
can't
right.
just park them
I'm telling you.
at home.
Even
So-
in as much as you want to show off your car, I think it's important to consider the greater good, because all of the vehicles can't be on the road at the same time. It's going to cause heavy congestion.
Yes. And that's why Lagos is the most overpopulated.
No, it is for real.
It is because the population, the buses, the keke, everybody's driving
at the same
keke,
time.
bikes. Like, do you know what it means for keke to be on the road?
At the same time.
Kope on the road, then the buses on the road, then this coaster, this white ones on the road, then normal private cars. Then we now have Uber. We now have.
But thank goodness, we now have trains on the rails this time. So
Yeah, so you just reduced a lot of stress. Yes, that's actually
One thing I
true.
want us to talk about again is the pollution that comes from traffic. The horns, the blaring of
The
horns.
noise. Oh my
All these things are
goodness.
chopping at our health big time. Are they?
Yes.
Have you ever been frustrated by Lagos traffic?
I've gotten home around 3 a.m. before.
What? 3 a.m.
3 a.m. and I had to go to work again in the morning
next
around
day.
6. So it's crazy like that.
What kind of life is that?
So a lot of
That's really like 2 hours sleep.
yes, and it's affecting our health. Our
Right,
health is at
seriously.
stake. You know, the pollution on the air pollution,
Noise
everything,
pollution.
noise pollution, everything is just jammed together, and it cuts people's lives short. That's why a lot of people say that Lagos is for hustling. You come to Lagos and hustle,
Then
but
go
the
start
real
somewhere
enjoy
elsewhere and enjoy it.
exactly.
Lagos is really for hustling. I can tell you that
I'm
for a fact. I
telling
want to
you.
also talk about. When we come up from this break, we'll talk about areas in Lagos. Lagos is just the focus. There are other areas that are crowded with
course.
traffic, but there's an area in Lagos that when it rains like this, traffic becomes hellish. I'll come back. Stay tuned.
The best of the best.
Lifestyle Cafe.
Welcome back to Lifestyle Cafe. Of course, we've been talking about the ravaging traffic of Nigeria, and we have also said it that Lagos has made it to the top state in the world that has heavy and intense traffic. My co-hosts are still here. Adi, you're welcome as well.
Thank you.
Yes, Blessing too. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I said a part in Lagos. Lagos is just our focus. We could dive into other areas of Nigeria, but Lagos is our center point. There's a part in Lagos that when it rains like this, it doesn't have to rain cat and dogs. Just like little showers.
You're breaking the table.
Shatter the table.
I'm telling you.
I like a certain content creator online. P1 real estate company. Because how do you justify why houses are that expensive? And you have
Periwinkle Estate, I think you
have
mentioned.
the many estates like
Yes,
that
you
too. And
mentioned.
not just in that area, but other areas of Lagos, it's not justifiable. You cannot justify why they are paying through their noses, like quite literally, to get that kind of house, because it doesn't make any sense. You have to go through heavy, intense, non-moving traffic sometimes to get home. I feel that's too much of suffering.
That's
What do you
actually
think?
too much
Plenty
of
suffering, no.
Because even before you get back to your home, you're already so weak, and then you have to prep to
Exhausted.
go to the next to go to work the next day. So where is the energy? Where is the strength? Where is all that to put in together to still go to work? So how do you even want to function as a human being? Because when you get to work, you're literally very tired even before you get to
Even
work.
before you get to
Something as road rage. Lagosians do it every time. Not just Lagosians, but other people as well. When you're driving and you're angry and you're
Yes, you just keep hitting the horn like non-stop.
Right.
You need to be crazy to drive in Lagos.
True.
You
Before you
cannot be calm and drive
just
in
go and
Lagos.
learn how to be mad before you enter steering.
Exactly.
That brings about that book title. All men in Lagos are mad.
I'm telling you, because if you don't know how to talk and shout and scream at the top of your voice,
Please don't
you're not
drive.
ready to drive yet.
And Lagos has a lot of back and forth. You can just go see a downfall man fighting.
Yes,
Having to go
yes.
through traffic every day in Lagos is just terrible. But we want to come to the crux of the conversation. What is the real cost of the Lagos traffic? What is it costing people? Because I understand that there are many costs on site, but what is the real cost of traffic when it comes to the human health, human balance? Let me start from Blessing.
Actually,
What do you think the traffic around the world is really costing humans? And if you had to prefer a solution, what would you bring forward?
okay, so for me, I would say health. It's really damaging a lot of people's health because there's a lot of pollution,
Exactly.
air pollution, noise pollution.
Human pollution.
Pollution,
I
yes.
enter one of these downfalls and somebody is smelling very wonderful.
Like, and you're just and they're putting their armpits very close to
Exactly.
you, and everywhere is oozing, and it's so hot, and then you try to pull the window, it can't open.
Yeah,
You are
exactly.
stuck in the middle of two
your
people,
face says it all.
and then you're beside someone that is very. You get, and this is occupying like 5 spaces all around. It's so like this.
Talk about how you have to argue with these conductors.
What about change? What about
They
change
never do
time?
that.
Join
They will
the
never.
One
somebody.
part I hate so much is they'll tell you, when you're at your bus stop, they'll now say, you and this other guy. I hate it so. I want you guys to do it.
How can we share 150 naira?
Like we're siblings. So you mentioned that health is
Yes, health is one
problem.
thing that
It's
is
chopping at our health like big
Yes,
time.
yes.
So if you had to give an advice or prefer a solution, let's say you're Elon Musk for a second, what would you bring forward in order to ease traffic? You could say, okay, you want to stop people from driving their personal cars, or what exactly? How do you go about that whole talk?
Firstly, the Nigerian, Lagos road is actually very, very bad. Let's be very sincere. To be very honest, I'm scared of going
You
to
can say
some
anything,
certain
but don't say
areas.
Lagos is smelling. a lady went through a backlash because of that. So Lagos is not
No, I haven't said Lagos
but
is
the roads are evidently
actually the roads are very bad. I'm talking about, you see potholes. Like I've had to go to a particular area where there was a very big hole and people did not even know. Like a guy that was actually on a very high speed fell directly into that hole. And they were trying to bring him out because it was late.
If you check for the area of Lagos, I see manholes. You know what manholes are? Those holes in the roads now that they cover with like sort of
rain. I heard people pull it out. I heard they pull it off at night, and that's why it's opened like that.
Why?
Yes, they go and take it up and sell it now. They sell it now to make money. Anything we'll make money now. They remove it and go and make money. Sell it off to make money. Those things are being covers those holes, and that's why when they open it like that, people just drive into it. They can't even see something at night, causing accidents. So if that is going to be a very bad one on our health, because imagine if somebody drives into that thing and let's say the person's chest hits the steering. That's health. You're putting someone's health on the line. You know, not to talk about air pollution already. That you see one downfall bringing out one thick smoke. You know when I say like the smoke from here to down there, you'll be seeing the smoke and perceiving it.
Do you know downfalls are not in production anymore?
They've stopped, but it's just the ones that are available.
The last ones is that
it's the old ones.
I think that like they refer
and there's no management. They don't even manage them properly.
90s. Right, so it's terrible. Are they?
I just remember something. I entered a door for one day. I was sitting down and I was looking down, like I was seeing the floor from there.
You think the bus will be raining and the rain will be coming on you in the bus.
You see these schools in their clothes, it's still the bus already falling.
Oh, shout out to the governor, he's doing an amazing work, but there are so many parts left.
A lot of loopholes.
When I come back, we'll talk about the real costs, and this time on the final note, the real cost of traffic in Lagos and Nigeria as a whole. I'll be right back.
The best of the best.
Lifestyle buffet.
The real cost of living in Lagos, or the real cost of traffic, is really intense. It costs at your health, it affects your emotions, affects your income, sometimes and affect your general well-being. But in all of this, ensure to stay calm in traffic, and if you can avoid traffic in general, like take remote jobs, that'll be good. And if you have a bicycle, if your work is not too far from the house, I think you should take bicycles. I see that in China a lot, and
they don't use bicycles here to carry people. You mean your own,
like your personal
bicycle? Oh, okay.
Just cycle to work, that could help. I thought about something again, because if you look at traffic on one side and many things on other sides, there's political failure on one side. There are many things to talk about when it comes to Nigeria. So it leaves me with a question. Do you think Nigeria is redeemable? Do you think there's a silver lining in Nigeria? Because, many people have lost hopes entirely. They've had it to neck level, to head level. They're drowning, in fact. So, I'm asking, do you think Nigeria is redeemable? Compared to other countries around the world, do you think at some point Nigeria will hit the end of the tunnel where there's light? Blessing.
I've been hearing Eko Onibaje for the longest time that I've
been. That's Eko now. I'm talking about Nigeria.
Nigeria. Nigeria. Well, Nigeria. I nobody is going to give up on Nigeria, because this is our country. We can't run away from country. There's no place like home. Even people that are in the diaspora, they still come back here when they are tired of being there, because this is their home.
Exactly.
Do you get it? So I know that Nigeria can still become a better place.
What is your line of hope? Because I like us to paint real pictures. If you say Nigeria can still get better, of course I believe it.
Yes.
But what exactly is fueling that hope that you have?
Well, everyone is praying that our government does better, because the truth is, even we as Nigerians, we need to also contribute to the well-being of Nigeria. Because leave it or take it, you are important. Every one of us is important. If we have a particular game to play and we play it rightly, it will affect the well-being of this country. That's the truth. If you see we're saying we want to be our brother's keeper, and then you go on the street and you see someone who actually needs help, and you don't even want to offer help, and you can actually render that help, you have the capacity to do that. It starts from us, you and I, trying to build the country. Then our governments, of course, they have their own work to do, and we put it up to them for them to do. We can't push them.
The work is vice versa. You do your work.
They do their work. It's as simple as that.
Two different angles. we can have a better Nigeria.
Yes, we
I
can.
believe in Nigeria.
I still believe in
I do believe
Nigeria.
So I did just
Nigeria
believe.
No, I believe.
So I did now, on a final thought, why exactly do you believe? I don't want to hear illusionary or illusory words or illusory perceptions. I want to hear an exact reason why you think that Nigeria will get better.
It's like you want me to prefer an exact solution to Nigeria.
It's not like it causes it for starters.
Anyway, hope is all we have. And what is Nigeria? The citizens is what makes up Nigeria. So I feel like if the change starts from us. Being politically involved, when you're not excluding yourself from whatever political activity that might be ongoing. A lot of us have PVCs, but we don't use them. Even though we feel like our vote doesn't count, it actually does. Like, take that bold move. It starts from even with your colleague at work, doing right by somebody, and every other thing will fall into place. So Nigeria is you. We all are Nigerians, and that change begins with us.
Exactly.
It begins with us, begins with you and I and everybody. I have 200K up for grabs for Blessing. If you can answer my question. If Blessing answers this question, and
Can you bring the cash first of all?
like, for real.
I feel like you want to pull my legs.
No.
Drop Ade on
It's
the
gonna
table.
happen,
Drop
like,
the cash
this
on the
is actually
table.
right. So I dare you to recite the new national anthem.
Dare me.
Okay, let's go.
So keep putting Nigeria in your prayers, and we've all said it here. Ensure to be a better person, because if the world will become better because you made an effort to become better. My name is Israel. I want to thank my co-host. I want to thank thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And to Blessing who couldn't recite the anthem.
Well,
Thank
I
you
was
so
about
much
to
for coming.
recite. Don't say that.
This is Lifestyle Cafe. We'll come away same time, same station. And until then, keep being an awesome Nigerian. I'm Israel Iram, and I'm signing out.
The best of the best.